welcome to Dr. Zahir Math. How are you all? Now in this video, I'm going to teach you 5.2 in Gsma 102 Calculus 2. The topic name is change of variable. Now let's start this exercise. Before going to this, I'm going to give you one rule. Just look at the rule. The rule is integral f of x to the power of n and then f dash of x dx. If there is a situation, then this is equal to, you can write f of x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus integrating constant c. Why this rule is needed? Sometimes you have product of two functions, but the first function will be in powers and the second function the derivative of your f of x. Let me say in a clear way, what is that? The clear way is the derivative of the inside function is present outside. Let me tell you again, the derivative of the inside function, right? The derivative of the inside function is outside. If this situation happens, then we are going to use this formula. If this situation is not going to happen, then we are going to use another method called substitution. So in the video, I'll explain all these things step by step. Okay. So let me give you a simple teaching plan or simple idea, right? How this method is going to work out. In which way I'm going to use this one. Let's take a small example. Before going to this, I'm going to take a small example. What is that? Suppose I give you integral, right? 3x square plus 1 to the power of 4, right? Times 6x dx. If you have a situation like this, okay, right? What is your f of x? Just compare with this formula. This is f of x to the power of n. And this is your f dash of x. Check it out. So what is your f of x? F of x is 3x square plus 1. Don't take the power. Just only f of x inside the function. What is your derivative f dash of x? 3x square derivative is what? 3. X square derivative is what? 2x. Plus 1 derivative is what? 0. So this equals 6x. So 6x is your derivative f dash of x. If this situation happens, then we can write as a formula. What is that rule? F of x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Okay, right. So what's your f of x? Which is 3x square plus 1 to the power of 4 plus 1, because your n is equal to how much? 4 divided by 4 plus 1, right? Plus integrating constant c. Okay. So this equals, right? This equals 3x square plus 1 to the power of 5 divided by 5 plus integrating constant c. Sometimes your derivative will not be in proper manner. But if it is not in the proper manner, you can adjust the constants, but you are not supposed to adjust the variables. What is the meaning? Suppose your 6x is missing. The same question I'm going to give you again. So integral, for example, 3x square plus 1 to the power of 4, right? I'm not giving 6, I'm giving x dx. Okay. So if the power 1 only, you have to take it as always f of x. Keep in your mind. Powers. Powers means if you have more powers, that is n more than n starts from 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay. Right. So this, if I call it as f of x, so f of x equals what? 3x square plus 1. And what's your f dash of x? Just now I said it's 6x, right? Do you have 6x here? No. But I can adjust 6 here. How? By multiplying and dividing. Suppose, for example, I put 6 here, I put 6 here. Okay? So the value is same, right? Because we are multiplying and we are dividing. So the value is same. There is no change. Am I right? Yes. So what I'm going to do, this one I'm going to call it as f dash of x. Right? So if the situation is f of x to the power of n and f dash of x dx, what is the formula? Which is f of x to the power of what? N plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Am I right? So this equals 3x square plus 1 to the power of 4 plus 1 divided by what? 4 plus 1. and don't forget this divide by 6. So this divide by 6 you should bring it. So this equals, right? So 3x square plus 1 to the power of 5 divided by 5 and 1 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 30, 3x square plus 1 to the power of 5. Now you got it? Correct or not? So if this situation happens, then we are going to use this formula. Clear? Sometimes this situation won't happen. Do not happen. In that situation, we have to use one method called substitution method. What is the method? Substitution method. So this method is a powerful method in all types of integration, especially in Cal 2, Cal 3 and differential equations. Keep in your mind. Okay. So this, when situation comes in this exercise, I will explain to you. Okay. Right. So let's go to the first question. Example 3. Evaluate integral 2x cube plus 1 to the power of 7 and x square dx. Let me go to the solution. Integral 2x cube plus 1 to the power of 7 times x square into dx. So now you have a power, right? So this is your n. Okay. So this one you should call it as f of x. So what is your f of x? Your f of x is 2x cube plus 1. Right? And what is your f dash of x? Your f dash of x is 3 comes derivative. So this is 6x square. Do you have here f dash of x 6x square? No, you have only x square, right? So what did I say to you? You have to multiply and you have to divide. Why you are doing this one? If I do this, the value will not be changed. So if the value is not going to change and if it is going to help me, let me do this. What's wrong in that? Nothing wrong, right? So I'm going to do as 1 6 I'm going to divide and 1 6 I'm going to multiply. Okay, right. So better I will write in the front so that you will not be confused. Sorry, right. So I'll write 6 here and I will write 6 here. Don't forget this 6. Keep in your mind. You have to take it to the final answer. Okay, right. Now what is your f dash of x? Your f dash of x is 6x square, which is exactly correct. So this is f of x to the power of n and this is f dash of x into dx. So this equals, what is the formula? The formula is f of x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1. Of course, plus integrating constant c. I told you in the last videos also, you can add c in the beginning until your answer continue. Otherwise, in the final answer also, you can add plus c. Nothing wrong in that. So this equals, what is your f of x? Your f of x is 2x cube plus 1 to the power of 7 plus 1 is what? 8 divided by 8. Again, I'll write because it's the first time. So let me write 7 plus 1. Let me write what? 7 plus 1 divided by 7 plus 1 plus integrating constant c. Do not forget this 6 because we multiplied and we divided. What happened to this 6, teacher? This 6 already gone with the rule. Only this 6 is left out. That 6 I have taken. So this equals, right, 2x cube, okay, plus 1 to the power of 8 divided by 8 and 1 by 6 plus integrating constants c. Let me write 6 in the proper way, right? This equals 2x cube plus 1 to the power of 8 divided by 6 times 8 is what? 48 plus integrating constant what? C. So this is going to become your final answer. Are you okay with this? Right. Let's see different kind of problems in this because now it's a first question. It's a very easy question. So you have automatically x square is there. I just want to stress one point. What is that? Teacher, there is no 6. So you adjusted multiplying and dividing. I agree. Suppose if x square is missing, can I adjust, teacher? X square multiply, x square divide? No, no, no. Keep in your mind, don't adjust variables. Variables means what? X. You are not supposed to divide, you are not supposed to multiply by x or x square or x cube, x power 4. But you can adjust. Yes, you can adjust only numbers. Numbers means what? 5, 6, 7, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, whatever it is. Okay. So this is the main important point. Keep in your mind. You can adjust only numbers, but you are not supposed to adjust what? Variables. So this is the danger mark. Keep in your mind. This is danger. Okay. So you are not supposed to adjust variables. Variables in the sense x, x square, x cube, minus x, 1 by x, whatever it is. You are not supposed to adjust. So adjust in the sense what? Multiply and divide. Why multiply and divide? Then only the value is not changed. Why? For example, you put 6 by 6. Value is what? 1. Okay, teacher, x by x, can I adjust? No, no, no. Keep in your mind. Variables are not adjusted. Okay, right. So let's go to the next question. Right. Evaluate integral square root of 3x minus 2 times dx. Okay. So let's go to the solution. Right. Okay. So integral square root of 3x minus 2 times dx. Okay. Usually we don't write square root. We write to the power of what? 1 by 2 into dx. Because we want power n, right? So this is your n. This is your n. Am I right? This is your n. Okay, so what is the rule? The rule is integral f of x to the power of n and f dash of x into dx. If that is a situation, you can write f of x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus integrating constant c. Okay, teacher, there is a f of x here. Where is f dash of x, teacher? Okay, let's start now. Suppose if I call this as f of x, which is equal to 3x minus 2. What is your f dash of x? F dash of x is just 3. Because why? 3x derivative is 3, minus 2 derivative is what? 0. So, what is missing here? The missing here is a number which is 3. So, what I'm going to do? I'm going to multiply and I'm going to divide by 3. Don't forget this 3 to the last final answer. Numbers can be adjusted, keep in your mind. Okay, this is your f of x and this is your f dash of x. This has a power n. So this equals, right, f of x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus integrating constant c. Okay, right. So this equals your 3x minus 2 to the power of n plus 1. What is n here? N is half. So half plus 1 divided by half plus 1 plus integrating constant c, and the one which you forgot is divided by 3. Don't forget this, because this 3 is utilized by the formula. This 3 is the pending which comes down. Same like the previous question. Okay. Is it okay? Right. So this equals, right. Now, what is half plus 1? Half plus 1 is equal to 3 over 2, right? So, this is 3x minus 2 to the power of 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2. And this 3 is also here plus integrating constant c. This equals 3 over 2 goes as 2 over 3, right? And 3x minus 2 to the power of 3 by 2. And this 1 over 3 is there plus integrating constant c. 3 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 2 over 9, right? 3x minus 2 to the power of 3 over 2 plus integrating constant c. This is your final answer. Okay, right. Let's go to the next question. Next question also the same idea, but the root is on the down. Okay, but the same idea. Right. So let's go to the solution. So integral 1 divided by square root of 4 minus 5x times dx. This can be written as 1 divided, not 1 divided. So this can be written as square root of 4 okay, let me write one more step for you, which is easy for you. So I can write it as this is 1 divided by 4 minus 5x to the power of 1 by 2 dx. Is it okay now? because square root can be written as to the power of 1 by 2. Okay, right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take slowly this 1 over 2 to the top. So if it is power 1 by 2, when I take it to the numerator, it will be power minus 1 by 2. So what I'm going to do, 4 minus 5x to the power of minus 1 over 2 into dx. Okay, right. Okay, teacher, which one are you going to call? Yes, I'm going to call this as f of x. And this is your n, right? So where is your f dash of x, teacher? That's a question mark. Let's try. What's your f of x? So your f of x is equal to 4 minus 5x. What is your f dash of x? 4 derivative is 0, minus 5x derivative is minus 5. So f dash of x is equal to how much? Which is minus 5. Is this minus 5 available here? No, no, no. What did I say? I said to you, if the number is not available, you are going to adjust with minus 5, okay, and minus 5, okay, right? Yes. So this will go inside the formula and this will come out. So this is equal to, right, f of x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus integrating constant c. This equals f of x, okay, power of n plus 1. What is your n? Your n is minus half. So minus half plus 1 divided by minus half plus 1 plus integrating constant. Don't forget this minus 5, because this minus 5 is utilized for the formula. Utilized means already taken to the formula as f dash of x. But this minus 5 is coming to the calculation. Okay? Are you sure? Yes. So this equals, I'm sorry, your f of x is not, I'm sorry, this is not your f of x. Okay, sorry. Right, let me remove this, sorry. Your f of x is what? 4 minus 5x. I'll write in another color. Okay. So it's 4 minus 5x. Okay. Right. So this equals, right, 4 minus 5x to the power minus half plus 1. If you don't know, just put in the calculator. You will get the answer like this. So it is plus half divided by plus half. Okay. And then this divide by this minus 5. Don't forget. Okay, plus integrating constant what? C. So this equals, this 2 goes up. So 1 by 2. So 4 minus 5x to the power of 1 by 2. 1 divided by this minus 5 will be there, plus integrating constant c. So this equals, okay, right? Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. 1 over 2 will go as 2 over 1. Yes, sorry. 2 over 1. So now this 2 and this minus 5 will give you the answer minus 2 over 5. Teacher, how minus go up? Keep in your mind. This is same, and this is also same. All three are same. Usually we don't keep minus in the down. Down means denominator. Okay. So 4 minus 5x to the power of 1 by 2 plus c. Right. So this is your answer. But still, if you want beautiful answer, you can write negative 2 over 5. And this can be written as what? 4 minus 5x plus integrating constant c. Clear, everybody? Right? Yes. So now the second question is over. Let's go to the third question. Now you are having trigonometric functions. When this sine theta, cosine theta comes, your mind is totally blank. Nothing to worry. Just we will study some rules. Right? So again I'll tell you, sine theta you already studied. Cosine theta you already studied. Tan theta you already studied. Sine theta divided by cosine theta is equal to tan theta you studied. Also sine square theta plus cosine square theta is equal to what? 1 we studied. Now look at here. There is 1 minus cosine square. So I can bring this one. So sine square theta is what? 1 minus cosine square theta. So what I'm going to do, this one, 1 minus cosine square theta is what? Sine square theta. Okay, here x, the theta, no problem. So now integral, let me go to the solution, right? So integral sine square x divided by square root of 1 minus cosine square x dx. So this can be written as integral sine square x divided by 1 minus cosine square x is what? Sine square x, but inside the square root. Keep in your mind. Inside the square root. Okay, right. So square root of 2 square is what? 2, right? We know that. So this equals integral sine square x divided by, this is sine x dx. Teacher, do I need to use the formula f of x to the power of n f dash of x? Should I use this formula? Let's wait. We'll see whether we are going to use it or not. So 1 sine square x, sine x gets cancelled. So I will get sine x dx. Do I need to use the formula? No need. So what is the integral of sine x? Just very simple. Negative cosine x plus c. Formulas you need to memorize. Formulas will not be given in the examination. So you have to memorize all these things. So we already studied integral sine theta or sine x is negative cosine x plus integrating constant c. And integral of cosine x dx is equal to sine x plus integrating constant c. Clear all of you? Right. So what is the use of this t problem, teacher? Yes, of course, it's given in this exercise, but not necessary to use this formula. When there is a power and the derivative, try to use this formula. When there is no power and the derivatives are missing, then you need to use another rule, which is a powerful rule, which is called substitution rule. Don't worry, the same idea will come in the following questions. I'm not sure which question is going to come. Let's see. Let's go to the next question. Again, sine theta, cosine theta, but it is sine 2x. Okay, right. So you studied in 002 few formulas. I'm going to give you. What are the formulas? The first rule is sine 2a you studied, which is 2 sine a cosine a. You studied this rule. Okay, right. Also one more rule you studied. Sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cosine 2 theta divided by 2. Also you studied one more rule. This may be also useful in some other question. Cosine square theta is equal to 1 plus cosine 2 theta divided by 2. There is a minus here, there is a plus here. So sine square theta is 1 minus cosine 2 theta divided by 2, and cosine square theta is 1 plus cosine 2 theta divided by 2. What is the connection, teacher, for this question? See that. Okay, let's start this question. Integral sine 2x divided by square root of 1 minus cosine 2x. So I'm going to use the formula sine 2x is 2 sine x cosine x. Is this the integration formula, teacher? No. This is 002 formula. Keep in your mind. Okay. Right. What about 1 minus cosine 2x, teacher? Just look at here. 1 minus cosine 2x. You multiply by this 2. You will get 2 sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cosine 2 theta. So 1 minus cosine 2x is 2 sine square x. Okay, right. So now I'll go back to the question. Okay, listen. So integral sine 2x. Okay, I'm not going to write this. So what is integral sine 2x? Integral sine 2x is 2 cosine x cosine x. Okay, 2 sine x cosine x. Okay, and what about this square root of this one? So divided by square root of 1 minus cosine 2x will be equal to what? 2 sine square x. That's it. We'll see how it goes to simplify this one. Okay, right. So let me clear this x. Okay. So this equals integral. Let me keep this as 2 sine x cosine x. I'm going to remove this square root. Square root of 2 is square root of 2. But square root of sine square x is equal to what? Sine x. Why? This 2 goes. So this equals square root of 2 and then sine x. Okay, right. Sine x gets cancelled. 2 divided by square root of 2 integral cosine x dx. So this equals, right, 2 divided by square root of 2. What is the integral of cosine x? Just now I gave you the rule in the previous one. What is the integral of cosine x? Sine x. Keep in your mind. Integral of cosine x is what? Sine x. So this equals, which is sine x plus integrating constant c. Usually we don't keep irrational numbers in the denominator. You just put this in the calculator. You will get the answer square root of 2. Okay, right. And then sine x plus integrating constant c. Okay, right. So it's a good question. So we didn't use last two questions. Just remember, we didn't use the formula. Okay. Maybe in few questions we can use, in few questions we are not able to use. If direct question is there, just 3 sine 4x, we are going to integrate. There is no rule, right? So before that, I wanted to explain few things here before going to this question. Okay, let me explain. So you know the derivative, right? What is derivative of sine x? Derivative of sine x is cosine x. Tell me what is the derivative of sine 2x? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? Yes. Same cosine 2x and then the 2x derivative is what? 2. Okay. What is the derivative of cosine x? Which is negative sine x. What is the derivative of cosine 2x? Which is sine 2x and then derivative of 2x is what? 2. Same idea. We are going to use it in the integration, but instead of multiplying, we are going to divide. I told you what? Derivative and integration are opposite twins. Twins means what? Twin baby, you remember? Right. Yes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the same thing with respect to integration. Okay. What is the integral of sine x? Integral of sine x is negative cosine x. Okay. Right. And what is the integral of sine 2x, which is negative cosine 2x? Look at here. We multiplied, but here it's divided by 2. And what is the integral of cosine x dx, which is sine x, there is no minus. And what is the integral of cosine 2x dx, 2 or 3 or whatever it is, sine 2x divided by 2. The constants will be divided. Keep in your mind. Okay, right. Let's go to this question. Okay, right. Let's go to the solution. Integral of 3 sine 4x dx. So this equals 3 is a constant. What is the integral of sine 4x? Which is negative cosine 4x. I told you, you have to divide by 4 plus integrating constant c. Okay, right. So this equals minus 3 times cosine 4x divided by 4 plus integrating constant c. Okay, teacher, again you're not using the formula. Yes, sometimes we are not able to use the formula. Sometimes we can use the formula. Keep in your mind. But the best method, again and again I'm saying, which is substitution method, will work out for all types of problems. Okay, let's go to the next question, which is a beautiful question. Integral 1 divided by tan 4x sine 4x dx. Nice question. Okay, right. So usually we do something related to trigonometric functions. We convert sine, cosine, everything, and then we go for it. Okay, right. I'll do the same thing also here. What is your tan theta? Which is sine theta divided by cosine theta, right? The same idea I'm also going to follow this one. Integral 1 divided by tan 4x sine 4x dx. So this equals integral 1 divided by sine 4x divided by cosine 4x. Why I'm doing this one? Because I wanted to go to some rule. Before that, I'll try to simplify. If you go with sine and cosine, your integrations will be so easy and you're able to get the answer. Okay, right. And then times sine 4x dx. Okay, now this equals integral. This cosine 4x, I'm going to flip it. So cosine 4x divided by sine 4x and then sine 4x dx. Clear? Clear everybody? Right. Before that, I just wanted to explain some of the rules. so that you can able to think about that idea also. Sometimes it will work out. What is that? What is the derivative of sine cos tan is over? So we can go with cosecant x. And what is the derivative of secant x? And what is the derivative of cot x? Derivative, keep in your mind. So derivative of cosecant x is minus cosecant x cot x, right? Derivative of secant x is secant x tan x, okay? Derivative of cot x is minus cosecant square x. I told you, if you integrate this one, this answer you will get with minus. If you integrate this one, you will get this answer. If you integrate this one, you will get with this answer with minus. But is there any possibility here? We'll think about. Teacher, cos by sine is cot coming, and this is coming, cosecant is coming, right? Cot by this cosine by sine, right? So I wrote it as integral cosine 4x divided by sine 4x times 1 over sine 4x dx. So this I'm going to write it as in the model cosine by sine, you know very well, cosine theta divided by sine theta is equal to what? Cot theta. And 1 divided by sine theta is equal to what? Which is cosecant theta, right? So I'm going to write this as cot x, which is not x, which is 4x, because the angle is here 4x, keep in your mind. And this is 1 over sine 4x, which is going to become what? Cosecant 4x dx. Now slowly look into this one. There is a chance of getting the same setup, okay? So I'm going to write it as integral cosecant 4x and cot 4x times dx, okay? So let me show you the formula again. Look here, cosecant x cot x, cosecant x cot x, and that is cosecant x. But here it is x, it is not x, it is 4x. Look here. So I have to make it as a single variable. So in this place, the substitution comes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 4x is equal to u. This is step number 1. This is step number 1. Okay, right. And what is step number 2? Step number 2 is you're going to take a derivative. What is the derivative? You're going to take derivative with respect to x, du by dx. What is the derivative of 4x? Which is 4, right? Yes. Now, what is the meaning of substitution method? The substitution method is you have to convert all in terms of u. That is the main idea of substitution method. You are going to substitute. Suppose today I am absent for your class. The entire class was taken by what? Another teacher. So substitute. So there is no Zahir inside your room. There is another teacher is there. So the same thing, substitution means you have to remove everything in terms of u, right? So I'm going to look here, and step number 3, I'm going to manage it. Look here, all of you. I just cross multiply this one. 4 dx is equal to du. Now look here, this one I'm going to call it as u, and this one I'm going to call it as u. And the dx, look here, there is only dx. I want dx, so I'm going to divide by 4. I'm going to divide by 4. So dx is equal to what? Du divided by 4, right? This is step number 4. So what happened to this equation? Integral cosecant u, then you're going to take cot u, right? And then dx is what? 1 by 4 times du, right? Yes. Now everything is converted into u, and the final answer you have to give it in terms of x, keep in your mind. So this equals, what is integral of this one? Look at the rule. Integral of minus cosecant cot, this minus will go inside in the integration. So this goes as what? Which is minus cosecant u, okay, and then 1 by 4 plus integrating constant c. So this equals minus 1 by 4, I'll take it to the front, and cosecant u plus integrating constant c. What is your u? Your u is nothing but what? Your 4x. So minus 1 over cosecant 4x plus c. You are in the beginning stage, so I'm using substitution method. As days goes, when you are expert in integration, sometimes you can tackle this problem directly. Let me tell you how. Okay, look here, all of you. Just an example. Just now I told you derivative of cosecant x is what? minus cosecant x cot x, right? What is the derivative of cosecant 4x? It will be what? Minus cosecant 4x, right? And then cot 4x times 4 I said. Remember? Yes. What is the integration of this one? Now, I told you, if you integrate this one, you will get this with this minus sign. If you integrate this one, this will come as this one. So what will happen? If you integrate cosecant 4x and cot 4x, right? This 4 is multiplying. So when it comes to this side, it will divide. Cosecant 4x divided by 4 with minus. Look at the shortcut. This is the shortcut. Look here, the same answer, you got it. Plus integrating constant c is there. Of course, it is understood. Okay. Look here, the same answer. So in the derivative, it is multiplying. But in the integration, it is dividing. Okay. Right. Okay, let's go to the next question. The next question is 1 divided by sine square 5x. Again, sine square 1 divided by, we have a rule cosecant square. So let's go to the solution, right? So this is 1 divided by sine square 5x. This is equal to what? Cosecant square 5x, right? So now we are going to do integral of cosecant square 5x. So let me write the rule again. What is the derivative of cot x? Derivative of cot x is minus cosecant square x, right? What is the derivative of cot x? Minus cosecant square x. Okay. Now I'll ask you one more question. What is the derivative of cot 5x derivative? There is a 5 here, okay? What is the derivative of cot 5x? Derivative of cot 5x is the same, minus cosecant square 5x, and you are going to multiply with this 5x by what? 5. Derivative of 5x is what? 5. Now let's talk about integration. Just now I told you, in the integration what it will do? It will come this side as a divide, I said. Same idea, without using substitution method, we can write the formula this as minus, okay. We're going to write this as cot 5x over 5. Because this 5 is multiplying, when I take this side, it will divide. And this minus will come to the left side. So plus integrating constant c. Directly you can write without using substitution method. Keep in your mind. Okay. So again I'll explain this idea. Listen carefully. Let me go with the derivative. Derivative of cot x is minus cosecant square x, and derivative of cot 2x is minus cosecant square 2x, and derivative of 2x is what? 2. Right. Now let me go with integration. What is the integral of cosecant square x? Take this minus inside, minus cot x. Right. What is the derivative, integral of cosecant square 2x? Now cosecant square 2x. What is that? The same thing. Take this minus here. Minus cot 2x. This multiply. You're going to divide. Of course, plus c is there. Plus c is there. Keep in your mind. Easily you can do. Nothing wrong in that. Okay. So even though all the questions we have done is very simple, but still I didn't focus on substitution method more. Okay, so what I'm going to do now substitution method. Keep in your mind a big question which will help you to understand the concept of substitution method. So let's take one example, which is question number 39. Cosine t divided by 1 minus t the whole square dt. Immediately your mind tells, teacher, there is 1 minus sine square. So 1 minus sine square is equal to cosine square. No, keep in your mind. It is not 1 minus sine square. It is whole square. Keep in your mind, a square minus b square is totally different from a minus b whole square. Keep in your mind. So totally different. If you expand this one, you will get 1 minus sine t. The whole square, if you expand, you will get the formula a minus b whole square, which is a square, which is minus 2ab, which is plus b square, which is a big one. So in this situation, you are going to use substitution method. What is this substitution method? The term which you are finding difficult, call it as u. Okay, which one I can choose it as a difficult term, teacher? Cosine t can we integrate easily? Yes. Can we integrate 1 minus sine t the whole square? No. So going to call it as put 1 minus sine t is equal to what? U. Okay. So step number 1 calling as u. Step number 2 is take derivative. Okay. Right. What is the derivative of 1? 0. What's the derivative of sine t? Sine t derivative is cosine t is equal to du divided by dt. Because the variable is t, I took a derivative. So this is minus cosine t is equal to du divided by dt. What did I say? What did I say about substitution method? Substitution method means today I am absent or I am on leave. So another teacher will completely take over that particular period. That is called substitution, I told you. So it means you are going to convert all in terms of u. Keep in your mind. Okay, right. So look here. This one I'm going to convert 1 minus sine t. I'm going to convert into what? U, right? So 1 minus sine t. This one I'm going to call it as, this is 1 minus u, because sine t is what? Sorry. 1 minus u. This is 1 minus sine t is equal to u. The whole thing I'm going to call it as u and then power 2. This cosine t dt I have to convert in terms of u, right? So look here, there is a cosine t, there is a dt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply this one. So if I multiply, I will get cosine t dt with minus, which is equal to du. Look at again your question, cosine t dt, but I have minus. So take this minus to the other side. So cosine t dt is equal to negative du. Okay, so I'll keep it ready. So let me go to the question now. So the question is integral cosine t dt divided by 1 minus sine t the whole square, right? This is equal to, so what I'm going to do, cosine t dt is minus du, right? And 1 minus sine t I've taken as u square. See here, even though the problem was too big, now everything converted in terms of u. Look here, all these things are what? In terms of u, right? Yes. So now this equals, now the integration goes. So I'll take this minus out and u to the power of minus 2 du, I'll take it. So this equals integral. What is u to the power of minus 2 integration? So which will give you what? Plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. Why? Because integral of x power n dx is equal to what? X power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus integrating constant c. So minus u to the power of minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1 plus integrating constant c. So this equals, sorry, integration is over. So I should remove this integral symbol, right? So minus u to the power of minus 1 divided by minus 1 plus integrating constant c. This equals minus minus plus u power minus 1, okay, plus c. What is u power minus 1? 1 by u plus c. What is the term you have taken as u? 1 minus sine t. So you have to replace your u. U is the dummy variable you substituted. So u 1 minus sine t plus integrating constant c. So this is going to become your final answer. Okay. So this finishes your 5.2 exercise. Okay. So this finishes your 5.2. Right. So we have come to the end of this video or lesson, whatever it may be. Right. Alhamdulillah. That's how we apply the formula as well as the substitution method in the definite integrals, right? So we saw how to identify the function which is inside and the derivative outside, and also how to use substitution method. I hope these examples gave you full clarity. In the next lesson, we'll continue our journey in the integration topic. Okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. So east or west, what is that? Dr. Zahir YouTube channel is the best, okay, for all your math courses, right? One more thing I wanted to tell you, this notes, that means whatever written, handwritten notes, I will put the Google Drive link in the comment section. So while you're watching the video, you can download as a PDF and you can just watch it. You can just see the handwritten one. Okay, right. Thank you. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.